flesh of my flesh be the heart of the city. Got the backwoods, so you know we get busy. They be tryna mark us, you know that I'm ready. My whole crew the same, like Ed and Eddie. Vash, get the cash, beat your face like it's makeup. Brought a new car and it's whiter than Jacob. Listen to my vision, homie, getting cake a part of me. Staying on point like it's archery. Heart of the city, I'm the artery. The city in my arteries, you gotta feel the artistry. You gotta feel the artistry. You gotta feel it. Bang.
Hey, ooh.
How we beat the producer here?
He's always early. Don't do it. He's always early.
That's why I'm talking, because I beat the producer here.
Marcus said you don't want it. Marcus said you don't want it.
If I beat
Marcus is always on time. Hey, you guys.
And that's what I'm saying. That's unusual for us to beat the producer here. Welcome to Heart of the City Radio.
Hey, Mom. Welcome to Heart of the City Radio, or whatever.
It's Thursday night.
Yes, it is.
We real ratchet.
Yes, no, we're not.
No, we are.
No, we're not.
No, we are. No, we real ratchet.
No, we not.
We good. We're good ratchet.
Yeah.
But we real ratchet.
Hey, y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. How was your week?
Oh, my week was good.
Good.
I can't complain.
We ain't even introduce ourselves. Introduce yourself.
Oh, well. I am her. She. Trashy Vashy. Who's popping gum all night?
Right.
I want to do like this all night.
I'm the Mr. Nobody.
Oh, God. Who know everybody?
I know I got my favorite producer, intern, Mr. Marcus in the building. And my favorite Jew guy, Mr. Jacob. And we got special guests tonight. We got two good sisters in here with real good jobs.
Yes,
They're going to come up here and talk about what they do. And, you know what I'm saying, as far as real estate investing and how to make some good money. So, you know, tune in. Stay tuned for that. And it's October.
Yes.
It's Titty Awareness Month.
AKA
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I put on pink to represent my, one of my friends or whatever. And Miss DJ Glam, she comes on Sunny's World. They come on at 8 o'clock before us. And she gave me this self-exam, breast exam sheet. And this is some things that you can do on your own to check yourself. They say it's good for the women and the men to check your breasts, to make sure that you're okay. Go for your exams and your checkups. So support everyone. I want to give a shout out and tell Miss DJ Glam that she looks the bomb, honey. And, she's definitely above the water. So shout out.
But you know what, for the men, because you got a lot of men that feel like, because they not women, we don't have breasts. It's not actual titties that we think of as breast tissue.
Yes.
So it's important for us men to get these examinations because, that's, even though it's like one of the least likely cancers that we develop, it is a possibility for men to develop breast cancer also. So it's important to stay up on your, your physicals, your annual checkups and all that. And just ask that question to your doctor about, men and breast cancer because it's very real. It's very, very, very real. The actor Richard Roundtree, if you know him from the Shaft era, he was he's a man that's a breast cancer survivor. So if you do your research, you find out that men are subjected to breast cancer also. So it's real. It's very real.
Yep. Gotta be careful. So examine yourself. Check for lumps and, it's easy. You can do it while you're getting out the shower or while you're laying down. You can do this. Just examine it yourself.
Like, let me ask you a question, though. So what age do they recommend women to start getting breast cancer examination?
I think it honestly depends on, like, your family history. So maybe younger kids with, where they have a history in their family of, breast cancer or cancer, they probably ask them to come a little earlier, so.
Yeah, because I know that I was hearing that they was putting, like, provisions on when women can go get breast cancer exams. But I feel like that should be something that should be mandatory, probably between the ages of 25 and 30.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think it should be. I don't think that, waiting to 40.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got young women developing breast cancer at younger ages. So 40, I think that's a little extensive.
Yeah, I think it's 30.
I think it was 40, if
40?
I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, especially with all the healthcare battles that they've been having back and forth. I think they was one of the things that they was trying to move up was the age on when women can get mammograms. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was one of the big.
Renee says some doctors say 40.
Yeah, I think that's a long time. I think that's too long for.
Oh, and Mom said all ages in history and DNA too.
Okay. Because I know, like with us men, they make us wait till we 40 to get prostate examinations. So.
Oh, and Mom Stephanie said next month is domestic violence month, so I'm gonna wear purple. I'm gonna wear purple for that. That's my birthday month too.
Y'all got it going on. Breast cancer month.
Yes, domestic violence. And domestic violence can be for men as well.
Yeah.
Not just women. It's not just us that get abused and hurt and harmed and, stuff like that. It's men too. So.
Yeah, we get overlooked when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
We do. We get overlooked for like domestic violence. Yeah, people feel like, you're a man, you that's unlikely. No, you're right. Men go through it too.
Yeah.
A lot of physical violence and a lot of, verbal and emotional abuse. So, represent.
Oh, it's this month.
Hold on, it's two.
I said I was gonna be popping gum all night. Miss Stephanie said it's this month too, so it's breast cancer and domestic violence month. Matter of fact, it is domestic violence because I just seen a post yesterday about domestic violence. So yeah, today is domestic violence. I mean this month too.
Okay. Well, we'll be addressing all issues this month. So
yes, we will.
On an unrelated note, Carter 5 came out. Did y'all listen?
Oh. Carter 5.
Did you listen?
We're gonna talk about Carter 5. I did. Oh, what you say? Nothing. Exactly. The crickets that you just heard. That's all I heard. What was it, Wayne? Wayne, take us back to the block is hot. Take us back. Take us to the juvenile days and the Cash Money, because he just old. Just let it. Just old. He just old. They just the whole. Just stop. All y'all. Just sit. I don't have nothing to say.
I listened to it once.
I don't have nothing to say about Lil Wayne.
So I like it. I like it lyrically, but
I mean,
that, yeah.
I don't know what they was robbing, killing, stealing.
I don't know. I think waiting all these years, 5 years for that, I wasn't too impressed. I wasn't too impressed.
Oh, wait. How y'all feel about Trump in the text message? Yes. Why are everybody so mad about the text message?
What was the text
about the text message? The alert. You didn't get the alert?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why everybody so mad?
No, listen.
I was like, ooh, okay.
They've been sending ricing around to his office.
And they trying to tear the people down to the Pentagon. They tearing the people down.
They had ricin is like a chemical agent in the powder form that it's like very harmful, close to anthrax. You know what I'm saying? So
remember y'all back at the bullshit.
Yeah, remember they were
sending, come on, y'all.
Yeah. So they had
stop sending shit.
They had
we
a
don't
letter
care.
that was addressed to Trump.
And sent it down there.
Ricin, and they intercepted it. And Ted Cruz got one sent to his office. So it's been a lot of craziness going on. So he put out the this is a warning shit going out, because if you try to touch him, best believe it's gonna go down.
Oh, you think that's why the thing came out?
No, listen, I do believe.
I believe.
I do believe. You try to touch the most powerful man in the world right now.
And he go hard. And he'll tell you he violent, so.
And he go hard. He goes very hard. Like
with his hard ass bangs.
You think no one's ever sent anything like that at Obama
though?
Obama was chilling.
You know, you had people trying to jump the fence and get at Obama every day, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Obama took it in stride, you know what I'm saying? Obama had to fight all his life, you know, you know what I'm saying? Being a mixed kid and with that big ass head, you know, he was a fighting dude all his life, so it didn't shake him. Trump, on the other hand,
talk about?
No, I mean, it's for real. It's for real. Like, Trump's been pampered all his life, so he's not used to scares and stuff at this magnitude.
Well, he damn sure sent out a text message to let you know where to go.
Yeah, no, this is a
shit
warning.
Went down.
This is a warning. He sent it out.
He did.
You know, he been going around bullying. He been, you know, renegotiating deals to his liking. Like, he's really been bullying. But what he did do that I think he fucked up on is he sent his wife to Africa all by herself.
Okay.
By to her sugar walls, because you know what's going down in Africa. Hey, we be right back. We're going to bring our guests on tonight. We got Miss Toya Brim and Sandra Fenwick. They're going to come on, sit down, chat with us tonight on Thursday night. Thank y'all for tuning in. We be right back.
people. Are you having a sad because that family's enjoying a picnic in the park while being black? Did that customer in front of you just speak a language that makes you irrationally angry? Well, this is a great time to try. Mind your own f***ing business. With Mind Your Own f***ing Business, you'll be able to grow the f*** up and act like a decent f***ing human being. Our patented technology allows you to pull your head out of your ass and see the world beyond the brim of your MAGA hat.
Hi, honey. I saw some black people at the Starbucks today.
Did you mind your own f***ing business?
I sure f***ing did.
Stop bothering those nice people today with Mind Your Own f***ing Business.
Side effects may include not harassing people, no one getting arrested or murdered by police, a general sense of well-being for people of color, a lack of internet fame and or trolling and coexistence. Please consult your doctor if you are still a piece of shit after minding your own f***ing business, as the symptoms may be a result of a deeper problem and require further treatment.
Now available at Anthropology and Whole Foods. Hi.
Welcome back. The Heart of City Radio. Look, I got all these nice looking women up on stage with me for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, man. This is beautiful, man. Give it up, man. It's There's some pretty women up here, man. Pretty black women, man. All of them got good jobs and good hair.
Yes, God.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Introduce yourselves, though, for our audience tonight.
I'm Toya Bram, real estate licensee in Maryland and DC. I also invest, wholesale, fix, flip. all that good stuff.
She do it all.
Hello, I'm Sandra Fenwick. I am your mortgage expert. I do residential retail, I do commercial retail, I do fix and flip, we do lines of credit, so I do a little bit of everything. So I'm your money girl.
Okay. And when y'all say fix and flip, explain that for people that might not know exactly what fixing and flipping consists of.
Well, investing is a plethora of real estate options. Not just fixing and flipping, but as an investor, there's a number of different avenues you could take to obtain real estate. You could, one, purchase a property and fix it up and sell it. That's fixing and flipping. To the urban community, that's what we call fixing and flipping. You could obtain a real estate property by purchase and rent it out. In our world, we call that fixing and holding. You could obtain real estate by purchasing it and wholesaling it, which is a lot of what my partner and I do. We find abandoned property, get it under contract, and sell it to a person to fix it and flip it. And then we out of there. You could also purchase real estate property and hold on to it without renting it out or reselling it to let it accrue interest and make you some money. That's not the best option in our area because we have a high demand of people who want to rent and purchase property. So that's more in country areas and rural areas where it's not a lot of movement. But technically, the fixing and flipping is what most people know how to do because they watch HGTV and shit. And they think you go get a house, it look real bad, you put some money into it, make it pretty, and then you get all these thousands of dollars. Look, that's all they know. And then you get your own show.
Right.
That's like the biggest damn myth I've ever seen in my life.
So it ain't that sweet, huh?
Hell no. Those shows cute though. They cute.
They be having the little banjos in the background.
Listen, the cute husband and wife couple. Listen, with the baby running through the construction. It's totally not like that. But that's the general concept, It's not too off. But my clients, when they're looking for investment property, they call Sandra because usually in their first project, they don't have no money. So they want to know how they can get a property to fix and flip. So Sandra will work with the loans if you're not trying to do hard money. Or Big Mama ain't leave you no cash in the stash.
Right.
So you got to get a loan and, get your investment going. Sandra going to give you the cash.
Yeah, I do hard money too. The good thing about investment loans is it's all based upon the value of the property and not you personally. So if you're going to get a regular loan, then it's about your credit, your job, how much money you have in the bank. But the investment side of things is about how much money you're going to make on this particular property. So the 4 things that they need when you come in, they need to know how much you're purchasing for, the purchase price, the amount of the repairs, and then the after renovation value. And then they want to know what your exit strategy is. So your exit strategy is either you're going to fix it and flip it, or you're going to keep it and rent it out and keep it as an investment property. So the hard money is a short-term loan. So you're going to get a much higher interest rate because they're basing it on you're going to sell this house or get rid of it or get some type of income on the house within a year. So that's why they do the higher interest rate loan. And then they don't hold you personally responsible for it. They just say, if you can't pay this money back, we're going to take this property. And then we're going to get our money back that way. So that's kind of the risk that you're taking, and that's why they give you the higher interest rate.
So right now, is this a buyer's market or a seller's market?
That's a hard answer because you'll talk to some realtors and they'll say it's a seller's market. You'll talk to other realtors and they say it's a buyer's market. For me, it depends on where you are. If I'm in Waldorf, it's a buyer's market in Waldorf. To me, my buyers have a plethora of properties to choose from. It's 5 houses on the market on one street. If I'm in Upper Marlboro in certain areas or in areas that are like a higher demand like Bowie, it's sellers because you can barely find what your buyer is looking for. That seller has the authority to say, I'm not taking a lesser price or, I'm not negotiating because I know you want my house. So for me, it depends on where you are, what area you're in.
What about DC?
Oh my God. Y'all already know. Listen,
It's give and take.
listen, I'm just so fed up with DC right now. First of all, look, I'm about to go on a tangent. I be going on tangents like Wendy Williams, so you won't have to reel me back in. But I don't know if everybody's aware, but this Tuesday, the DC Council just passed a quasi bill where they're going to try to restrict property owners from doing Airbnb if it's a second property. And they're even trying to put stipulations and regulations on you renting out rooms in your own damn house. So DC, I'm just so fed up with DC right now. They not saying nothing about the inflation of these apartments. 1-bedroom apartment for $3,500 because you cross the street from the Capitol. But you gonna tell me I can't rent out my basement? Like, and they really fighting to pass this, DC Council. And a lot of it has to do with the hotel industry. Because you know the hotels in DC losing big money. They haven't been securing the bag for a long time. Because don't nobody want to stay in the hotel no more in DC. Everybody want to do Airbnb. So the hotels are like, listen, y'all got to help us, DC City Council. Because we in y'all pocket just like y'all in ours. So I'm not even, DC real estate is popping. Everybody want to live in a city. Can't nobody afford to live in a city no more. If your big mama got property, aunts, cousins, uncles, try to find a way to maximize that property, make you some money, get some more property so that we can slow down all these people that's trying to get in our bags. Because they was fine before it was us. Look, I'm beefing. Can you tell?
No, yeah, no.
Look at my face.
Real live. That's enough to beef over.
Yeah.
That is enough to beef over.
How you gonna tell me what to do with it's an investment, remember?
Well, but I thought DC had like rent control. Now that's the next question I wanted to know about. They've been talking about rent control for the longest, but where's the control?
So, to my understanding, and I could be wrong because I haven't done much renting in the city, only purchasing. But the rent control I know about is when you already in there, they can't inflate the rent whenever they feel like it. Has nothing to do with what the rent is when you get in there. So that's basically saying if you rent this place for $1,500 in 3 months, I can't go up to $2,500.
Oh, okay.
That's the only control. But y'all know all these cities and neighborhoods we grew up in that we can't even recognize no more. That's okay to do that though, but you better not try to make a little money off the house that you purchased with your money and do Airbnb with it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
And a lot of us don't even realize that's what's happening. That's why I always tell people, snatch up real estate. I don't care if it's a $30,000 condo. If you got a 401k or some sort of money sitting somewhere that's not making you any money, put it in a spot that's gonna make you some money and start that over. Because that's just sitting. We ain't doing nothing with no 401k. What that's doing for us?
Right.
I agree.
They matching it, what, your $100, $200? When you can take that $40,000, make a $40,000 split on real estate and have 80. I mean, we just got to get smarter with our money. And to me, real estate is probably one of the only industries you could actually build generational wealth.
Right.
I can't think of nothing else.
Now, do you foresee like a housing crash like we had like in 2008?
All day long. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But the recovery is what we care about.
Okay.
It could crash just like everything else crash. Stocks crash. Or every other Tuesday, you see. Like, it's the recovery. But it got to be more of us owning in order to successfully recover it.
Right.
Especially when the current administration is trying to undo all the things that was done to bring us out of the crisis.
Absolutely.
That's what's going to cause us to go back into another
Absolutely.
crisis. So in my eyes, maximize it now.
Now.
Get in now while the getting is good.
Absolutely.
Stack your money, and then when it do crash, you'll be in a good space and you'll be in a good position.
Listen, I can find real estate for anybody. I don't care how much you got. I'm the legal flipper.
Yes.
Yeah, she gonna help me find.
I'm the legal flipper.
She gonna help me find some real estate.
We get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 condo. Take that corner money and put it in a building. Cause trust me, it's not gonna be, and it ain't easy now, but it's gonna get harder and harder and harder.
Absolutely.
Please invest in real estate.
Absolutely.
I don't care what else you do in life.
Yes. And we actually have loans now where you can get a investment line of credit. So you can get you can get up to 5 times of what your liquid assets is. So let's say you have $20,000 in the bank. You can get $100,000 in the bank.
That's
and you
all.
can keep buying properties. You got 1 year for each property to pay that money back. When you pay that money back, you get the money back. And then you can keep flipping it and flipping it.
It don't
flipping
get no
flipping.
sweeter than that.
We have that. And we have the one-time fix and flips. We have the one-time buying holes. There's so many options out here for assistance and money. But you have to do your research. You have to make sure you have a good contractor. Make sure your contractor is licensed, bonded, and insured. Make sure you go over that estimate that they give you. Make sure the numbers make sense. Make sure you have a realtor like Toya.
Start with a good realtor, because
Yes.
I can sniff out
Yes.
a bad contractor. I can sniff them out. I know when they crooked.
Yes.
I've been through enough crooked ones.
So why they don't teach this in public schools though?
Because public schools not ran by us. It ain't for you to know.
Like they don't teach us this in public school on, you know what I'm saying, how to, you know, seek out real estate, how to become, business savvy. Real estate is savvy when it comes to stuff like that. Like we missed a lot of this, you know what I'm saying?
We still missing it. I got a phone call today from a young lady who told me that she needed to sell her house, but she couldn't afford to sell it. So I said, okay, well, have you ever taken your equity out? She asked me what it was. When I tell you I'm dramatic.
So she bought a house and didn't. Nobody told her.
Girl, she didn't know what equity was. This girl had 30 grand sitting in equity in her house. She had no idea what equity even meant. So she bought a house because somebody told her to buy a house. She knew nothing about real estate. That made me so sad. I'm happy that she bought the house, but the fact that she bought it uneducated is what bothers me. Because that's what happened with, y'all remember those years back where everybody had those terrible loans and they couldn't get out of them. They was foreclosing, balloon payments popping off left and right. It was really bad. She didn't know what equity was. Like I feel like we don't educate ourselves, but then I also feel like we don't know enough to know how important it is.
Absolutely.
So like we gotta have these conversations. I talk about real estate everywhere I go, and people don't even be listening to me sometimes. I still be talking though.
Yeah.
Because I just want them to know. Like, it's boring to some, but it means a lot when you see. I think when we show checks and stuff, we ain't did that yet, because I feel a little bit crazy posting checks. You know, we be posting checks. Got a wholesale check. Made 40,000. That's how you get people attention. But why we got to do that? I just want you to be financially smart. I don't want to flex.
Right.
I just want you to win and be smart and learn how to invest in real estate. That's it.
Right. Because I think that's one way I think that's one of the ways the city was won anyway when it comes to like gentrification. When a lot of us didn't know about, you know, how to maintain and keep our real estate up that our parents had bought and passed down. So a lot of these houses got awarded to the city. Like I was at the real court, the property tax court yesterday, and it's like you seen so many old black people in there, you know, that then got behind on their property tax because they on fixed incomes. And the other side, all you seen was white and Jewish lawyers, you know what I'm saying, that was representing, you know, their clients, trying to snatch these properties from up underneath these people, and it's sad to see.
It's sad to see, but it's, for me, I feel like it's just business.
No, it is business.
Period. Like either you have it or you don't. So I don't feel like, you know, it's sad, and you know, they ripping the communities down and doing all this and doing all that, but it's really about the money. They thinking about 50 years from now, not today. So, we going to be old as hell by the time it really be what they want it to be. So they got to do what they got to do now. Because when everyone did have their properties and stuff like that, you know, why are you 10 years behind? You know what I'm saying? Like, or 5 years behind. Not really why, but, if you don't pay, they take your stuff. You knew that, period.
And you'd be surprised how many people call me in tears because they had been in the sand.
Yeah.
They called me when the house on auction steps, and here I go running to the auction trying to see what's about to happen to see how I can help. A lot of times it's too late. I'm just the kind of person who's always gonna do whatever I can. You gonna have to. Nisi will tell you, you're gonna have to just drag me out the fight. I'm never gonna wave the flag. But a lot of times it's too late, and I don't understand why you're calling at the final hour.
But I think a lot of people maybe don't really understand.
Yeah.
You know, especially these older people. They have younger children and grandchildren and stuff, but they don't even understand because, for one, it wasn't taught in school. So if you don't know, you just don't know. And then a lot of people don't open up their mail. So they really don't understand either. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. Like, nobody's going to let you keep anything.
But that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I, in my own real estate company, decided to specialize and create one niche area for senior citizens, because I talk to so many who get taken advantage of. It's ridiculous. Specifically, we're going to be helping senior citizens make their transition. If they're downsizing, going to assisted living, or downsizing, going to a senior community, sell their house at a discounted price, offer packing services, offer a truck. They can't do it on their own. A lot of senior citizens don't have the help. I had one a month ago who had an investor come get her to sign a contract that basically said he was giving her $1,500 and walking away with $82,000. $82,000, and he was gonna fix and flip the house and make another $100K.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah,
she didn't understand.
Oh, see,
what she thought he was saying was on every day. What she thought he was saying was,
like,
that's the hustle.
That's the hustle.
That's
and
the
you know what he looked like. I don't want to make it a that thing, but you know what he looked like. She thought he was saying, I'm gonna give you $1,500 to move, and when I sell your house, I'm gonna give you $80,000. No, he was saying, when I sell it, I get $80,000.
Right.
You out the picture.
They
blame
the family or somebody.
They shysty like that.
And where's the people at? Like, you shouldn't even be sitting down talking to nobody by yourself.
But let me tell you how it's no people. Let me tell you how sad this was. The lady was from New York City. She had no kids. She was a widow. Her only sister had dementia. Shit was no people. Where's your friends,
and them
community?
And that's be the sad thing. They so vulturistic that they pray.
Got her to sign a contract in 15 minutes. Owned her house in 25. Was at the court in the same day. Wow. The same day. That right there made me say, listen, I gotta do something. I can't help all the old people.
That's called. What's that called?
It's not predatory lending because it wasn't a loan.
Okay, because
I know that's what you were thinking.
I had a conversation with somebody about this, and it is a shiesty way. That's very shiesty.
Yes.
I mean,
but it's not illegal.
Yeah, but it's a smart way too, because I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's not my fault that you don't understand. Right. You know, not saying that I wouldn't do that.
No, I get
like,
it.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying,
it's just
like,
the practice.
It is what it is.
Practice.
You know,
and you have a lot of us, and I'm gonna say us because I'm an investor as well. You got a lot of us real estate investors that's looking for the bottom line number. Who's going to get my net worth where I need it to be? That's just it. But listen, money can't motivate everything. Money don't motivate me. I can't sleep. I gotta sleep at night, like, peacefully. I want my whole 8. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder. And I believe in juju. I don't need no bad juju coming to beat me down at the Starbucks. So I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm going to help as many people as I can. And those that I can't, I just can't. Like, you can't save the world. But I feel what you're saying. I feel like, why you don't know better? That's why I keep saying we got to
I'm just saying because, my mom is 71. And it's 5 of us. So we are, we get together and whatever she needs done, it's just done.
And
you
that
don't
was
have
the
to do
luxury
nothing
of
but
your
just
mother
live.
having them 5 kids. But you, like you said, like, I done seen where, like you said, you got seniors that done had kids that then died before them.
Yep.
And now they are left by themselves to figure it out. And then you got predators. Yep. And like I said, I seen so much of that. Whereas, like I said, you got fixed incomes, you got property values steadily increasing, so that increases your property tax.
And how many senior citizens do you know will turn down $10,000 in cash in 5 days when they on a fixed income?
Right.
Not even realizing that you just signed the only thing you own away for $10,000 that's worth about $200 for $10,000 in 5 days. Like, I mean, the reality
What's that, like
of it.
0.5%?
Not even.
Not even, right?
Not even.
Not even.
But they
I mean,
know.
because they selling their houses for $2.1 million, $2.2 million.
Oh.
They get $50,000 extra onto that. I mean, you know, it's just a battle. I mean, it's just DC right now is just for the rich.
Oh, we was right on 4th
I ain't
Street,
mad at
off
'em.
Rhode Island Avenue, looking at a property we was trying to wholesale. They swooped right in on that property, paid $3, and got that thing on the market for $950.
Yeah.
Easy.
Right.
I believe it.
In 35 days, 36 days.
I mean, hey.
But DC, look, the DC Council don't care about the inflated prices. The fact that we can't afford it, I kind of think that's the plan anyway.
Yeah, like, I mean,
You know.
they gave it to us when they gave it to us, this chocolate city. Y'all got all this going off, and then you didn't want it when you had it.
Right.
You messed it up really bad. So it's like, okay, so we just gonna take it back, and we gonna make sure you never get the chance to get this again.
Well, they better watch me coming because I'm coming.
Yeah, you gonna come, but you know they swamping though. They coming. They already here.
That's cool.
They snatching. They
I
didn't
just need
snatch
us-
everything.
I just need us in sprinkles because we capable.
Yeah, I mean,
are.
we have to be here. They
have the
they can't
lineage
push
for
us all the way out, but
Never.
I mean, I've been living in Southeast 14 years, and all 14 years I have had we have white neighbors. Now we starting to really see them now. Like, oh damn, okay, we see you, you know. But it is what it is. I don't think that the change is bad. I like the change. But I just feel like I do feel like it's a little disrespectful to the people that's on fixed incomes and the older people that really don't have,
I agree.
you know, I mean a lot disrespectful, but you know, a lot of people who don't have the knowledge or the resources with family or friends or, you know, kids or whatever that can help them out. But at the end, you know, it's just it's unfortunate.
I just charge us with educating ourselves because nobody else gonna do it.
That's
Like,
why I got
we
in
could
this
be,
business.
We could
Yeah.
be on Facebook. We could
Yeah.
be on Instagram. We could be double tapping, liking, going live at parties, whatever. But how many people actually following, double tapping, liking, streaming people who educating us?
Absolutely.
Like Max Maxwell on investing, or Brian sells houses. Like a lot
Jay
of us,
Morrison.
Jay Morrison. A lot of us not following the people who really trying to help us gain generational
Yeah,
wealth.
absolutely.
They following everything else.
Shout
And
out
that's
to my man
cool.
Dwayne Ellis in the meantime. He does that also.
Shout out
Definitely.
Dwayne, holler at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toya Brim, find me. Let's do some business.
Yeah,
Yes.
Get that bag.
Yeah, that Wayne. Shout out. She
Yes.
just called you out. Dwayne Ellis,
definitely
Toya
did.
Brown. Y'all need to
Yes.
do that.
Let's get together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But so for people that don't know, like you said, I know it's on Facebook, but like where can you go to get that information? Like for people that's trying to buy homes or want to keep their homes or you know what I'm saying, want to get into the real estate and get into the real estate market. Like where do we go to get educated?
You got me. Find
Yeah,
me.
we're
Whatever
here.
I don't know, I'm going to plug you to the person that do.
Right, but do they like offer like some of the classes? Like I know,
Listen.
like I know HPAP was one of them.
Oh, you mean seminars to educate you
Right,
on
right.
We do
purchasing.
that.
Like
Right.
regular residential purchasing a house to live in,
Yeah.
not
Right.
investing.
Right.
Oh,
right.
yeah, mortgage
We do
experts
that,
got
yeah.
you.
Okay.
All of us do that.
Yeah.
You can call me anytime and I'll educate you on it. I got into this business to educate my people, to promote ownership in our community. That's my whole point of this. You know, I'm in it to make money, of course, but my main objective is to educate our people. I wasn't taught growing up how to manage my credit. I wasn't taught the importance of home ownership. I wasn't taught any of that. I didn't know. So it wasn't until I got 35, 40 years old and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? So that's why it's so important to me. And I work with several realtors like Toya, and we all get together at least every other week and do home ownership classes, and it's free. And right then and there, If you want me to, you can go to annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. All of us are entitled to one free credit report every year. You'll get your score and you'll get your report from all 3 bureaus. I know it's scary sometimes. I've talked to numerous people like, oh, I'm just scared to see what's on it. Check your credit. And when you have it there, if you want me to, I will sit down line by line and go through it. Okay, this need to be paid off. Don't touch this. Let's do this. Certain things you don't want to touch until we get to underwriting and the underwriter say, I need a letter for this or I need you to make payment arrangements for this. Certain things you need to take care of before we get to underwriting.
But you don't know that unless you call.
Exactly.
Unless you educate yourself. And nothing beats a fail but a try.
That's
what you
it.
gotta lose? If your credit jacks, the shit's still jacked whether you check it or not.
That's it.
So check it.
Right, and then I'll help you
And
come
then-
up with a plan
And
to
whatever
make it better.
you do with it is what you do with it.
Absolutely.
Because the reality is what you don't know could be harming you more than what you do.
Absolutely.
So figure it out, find it out. It's not harmful, and it's not that hard, I promise. And I'm fun. Right, son?
You are
When we
very
looking at
fun.
houses, I be playing. Listen, it depends on who my client is, because I play trap music. You can't ride with me though, because I be, But it's a good time because the point is to educate you, find a nice house. Make sure you don't end up house poor.
Yes.
I'm not trying to get you in $700,000 when you should be in $5. I'm just not doing it.
Right.
Because what I can't do is look you in the eyes when I'm coming back 24 months from now and putting it on the market because you're losing it.
My number one question is, what is a comfortable monthly payment for you? I don't care what you can afford, what your debt to income ratio will allow. What is comfortable for you?
Right.
So we can make sure that we get you pre-approved for that amount and that amount only.
And when she send me that pre-approval, that's all we're looking at. So don't be sending me stuff on Zillow that's 18 weeks old for $500,000 when Sandra said 3. I ain't taking you.
That's right.
No. No.
Yeah. Even though you can afford it technically on paper, I don't want you to get into a position where you don't want to be.
Exactly. It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this then, in consideration, like what you can afford as opposed to where you want to live. Like some people probably can afford certain houses, but
Go ahead, say
the
it.
neighborhood fucked up.
Go ahead, say it.
Okay.
We ain't going to offend nobody because we talking to each other.
Okay. No, I'm saying it. Like
That's how it be. Look, you can afford all the heights. Don't judge, and I ain't judging because I live very close to all the heights.
Okay.
I've lived there, still on property in some of the heights.
Yes.
Capitol Heights, District Heights, Congress Heights, Forest Heights.
Yes.
You can afford the heights, but you want to live in Bowie because you think Bowie and Upper Marlboro mean you made it.
right.
But what you don't understand is when you move to Capitol Heights, there's wealth in Capitol Heights as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah. I had one client beat me down for 4 months that she didn't want to live in Capitol Heights by Forestville. Now look what Richie Road doing. Exit 13. You wish you had bought that house, don't you? With a Dave and Buster's is. And the Gold Gym when that shopping center popped up 7 months later. Now you trying to get over there. It's about seeing what the big picture is. And everything is a crawl before you walk situation. Real estate is an investment. Wherever you invest your money, as long as it's making you money and you're not going backwards, you're not in the red, doesn't matter. Invest in something because your rent's going nowhere.
Right.
So what difference do it make if you got to live in one of the heights for 24 months?
I know a young lady that bought in Southeast in the winter. So when the summer came, it got popping out there. It was people outside and the beer bottles on her porch and all that. She bought for $199. 1 year later, she sold for $299. She walked away with $100,000 cash. She moved to the Heights, and she put that $100,000 in her pocket.
$100,000 just say I'm out.
Just to say
fuck
What
this
if she
shit.
had
And guess
listened
what? She waited till the winter and sold that house for $299 and got out of there. Yeah,
That's how you do it. It's an investment.
it's an investment. I'm telling you.
You know how many properties I had to hood invest in before I got it really going? Like I would buy property, live in it, fix it up slowly, then resell it. Sometimes you gotta crawl before you walk.
have to.
Listen,
It's a process.
It's trust the process.
Yeah,
Just
trust the
invest in some real estate. I don't care if you don't want to fix and flip. Buy a property for you and your family to live in. Own
Become a
something.
landlord.
You can do
Own
that
several
too.
houses. Just invest in real estate. Invest in you, because this is your money. It's not an apartment that I know you want to live in a nice brand new development downtown that you're paying $2,800 a month and you think you popping because they got a pool and the rooftop. Invest in you.
I want somebody going to yell out the window when they towing my car though. I don't want nobody too bougie. I need you to look out for me. Because they not going to say nothing if somebody doing something to your shit if you too bougie.
No bullshit.
I need you knock on my door. Listen, they about to tell your shit. Oh, all right, thank you.
Right. Your new neighbors just like, well, there they go.
New neighbors say, well, she should have known not to park there.
Yeah.
There's a sign.
Right. They probably the ones that called them on you.
Absolutely.
You got a car blocking the intersection.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no.
All right.
Yeah.
She couldn't read. She didn't see that sign.
Not DC signs with the 900
Oh, my
directions.
goodness.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So tell everybody, because we short on time now, but tell everybody where they can find you at, where they can go get themselves educated, if they want to talk to you, or they want to talk.
Start by finding me so that I can find the resources that you need. I hate putting out general information. It doesn't help anybody. But
Absolutely.
I'm Toya Brim on all my social media stuff, ToyaBrim. Inbox me, message me, just tell me what it is you're struggling with, what you need help with, so I can see how to help. That's it. It don't cost nothing to reach out.
Yes. I'm Sandra Fenwick, Fenwick, and there's a U in my first name. So my Instagram is Sandra, Saundra. Sandra Say Yes. And then my Facebook is facebook.com/Sandra Say Yes. So that's how you can find me.
Okay. I appreciate y'all coming up here, talking about how to keep our houses in the city. Anybody got anything you want to add? You good? You good? Y'all good? You good?
Appreciate y'all having us.
Thank you for
we
having
appreciate
us.
y'all
I
for
love
coming
you.
up here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Marcus, got anything you gotta go? 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We out. Thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. We appreciate y'all. Heart of City Radio, and we out.
Flesh of my flesh be the heart of the city. Got the backwoods, so you know we get busy. They be tryna mark us, you know that I'm ready. My whole crew the same, like Ed and Eddie. Vash, get the cash, beat your face like it's makeup. Brought a new car and it's whiter than Jacob. Listen to my vision, homie, getting cake a part of me. Staying on point like it's archery. Heart of the city, I'm the artery. The city in my arteries, you gotta feel the artistry. You gotta feel the artistry. You gotta feel it.